Well, guys, first we race, then we rescue. Let's race and rescue! Well, KSW highlights are over there, but oh boy, yeah, it is big Giga-Haul time. I don't know if we'll get any bigger than this in terms of the size of these parcels, but yeah, you've seen the massive stuff down there, but all these sets were for incredibly cheap prices that I just couldn't pass up. But yeah, it's a big Giga-Haul, this one. Not really in terms of the amount, just the size of the items. I don't know if I can fit them on the table. We'll find out. But yeah, it's Giga-Haul episode 4 time. So let's just jump straight into it. Obviously, I'm the Scottish Disney Cars Collector. In case you didn't know, not really introducing my videos anymore with that name, but it's nice to change things up a wee bit and make things different. Again, a huge shout out and thank you as always to Mr. Dockett for the inspiration. If I am correct, he should be revealing case Z in the next 15 minutes from now. Hopefully, fingers crossed, but a lot is riding on that case because this will determine what is going to become rare for this line for the rest of the year. So, and I may already know one or two things about that. So his video should be out. Go and watch that. He's probably already seen it by the time this comes out. But yes, anyway, race and rescue stuff is in the background. We're not going to touch upon race and rescue today purely because there's a bunch of parcels to get through here. There is one car in here that is race and rescue, and I think it's better to prioritise these parcels today. I'm going to do a whole separate video about this. Not necessarily the lineup here, of which this is all of our... Currently in the UK, this is what we have available in terms of race and rescue. And I think they look... I have to say, I think they look beautiful together as a line. They really do. But because of the sought afterness and how hard it's been to get these and just everything else, like, I'm not going to go over my card stuff in the background today because I've got all that from Smith's. We're going to leave that for now. We're going to do that in another Giga-Haul because I think this Giga-Haul should be the parcel one. The next one's kind of going to be a case unboxing, but also not. And you will see what I mean by that. I'm kind of tremendously looking forward to doing that. But yeah, we are going to get through parcels today. So let's just jump straight into it. So the first one, very small and simple. I just picked this up today. I think I even need... Oh, just says cars in post on the side. I don't think I even need the scissors for this. Maybe actually. Hold on, because I would like to preserve this and reuse it. Yeah, we'll just use the scissors. So again, apart from one order here, all this stuff came from Vinted. Hence why it's got the in-post name on it, because I always get stuff delivered to lockers from in-post and never get it sent here. But the first thing is this Mini Racer 3 pack, which I'm very excited to get. The card is a bit warped, but it's fine. It's not staying sealed. But as of Mater, Cars Free Dirt Track Lightning McQueen, and the tractor, which is the main reason why I got this. However, you might be surprised to hear I don't have these other two as minis, so it had a benefit for me. So basically all three are brand new to me. It does look lovely on this new packaging. This is my first Mini Racer 3 pack. We don't get these in the UK. I've gotten some of the blind box ones and some of the like plastic carded single ones where you know what you're getting, but apart from that, no, this is completely brand new to me. So yeah, even though it's kind of tempting to keep sealed, I'm going to open it. But yeah. Mainly wanted it for the tractor because I'm a bit worried. This is bottom wheels not... This is front wheels not roll. I suppose you don't need them to roll, I guess, with the big tyres. Mainly bought this because even though it has the tractor and the artwork, I don't know if he'll be in the blind boxes this year, so that's why I've snagged it, because I think Rotor Troboski's been in them. I think a good chunk of these have been in the blind boxes, but not all of them, so I just didn't want to risk that. So yeah, main reason why I got it. And the back, tractor, Muddy Lightning McQueen. Mater, it should just be Cars Free Lightning McQueen. What Muddy Lightning McQueen with the Rusty's Racing Centre on, but you know. Anyway, yeah, I got that for £10, £9-10, which is a good price because that's about £3 each. There was posters in that, but to me it was worth it. So next up, what's the... I'm trying to work out the best way to open this one, but I don't see a seal. Hold on. cannot see a seal, so I'm just going to scissor it. Oh dear, I just realised that sounds like something else, what I just said. Never mind. Oh, I'm dirty for saying that. Anyway, moving on. This, quite a rare car now, I will say. I did pay a tenner for this, because it is sought after. And it's only been released far and few throughout the years, as in it's not been released a lot. It is Earnest B. Raykes, the Spearmint crew chief. I have to say his colour's quite good. I'd love to see this guy from Thailand in the brand new light blue, but yeah, obviously Ernie Gearson's came out this year has become quite common. I like this expression a lot of his tongue. That's pretty cool. Do have another one in this model, which is Roman Dunes, but this is in fantastic condition, basically mint and brand new. But branching out to complete the race teams, when's this from actually? Sorry. 1499, so the 149th day of 2009, so it's probably from the free pack, like the boxy free pack then, because they released this guy twice. He was in the, kind of like that, but they were more rolled down, you know what I'm on about, with the Pitty and Ernie Gearson, and then they done like the more box style ones the following year, but they done this for No Stall, Spearmint and Shiny Wax, and all of them became quite rare because they were only in those packs and then nothing ever again. I did ask if they had the Pitty, they said no. And they already sold the Shiny Wax stuff, so I thought I might as well take this, and they didn't make it for much cheaper because they had this with Ernie Gearson for like £16, but they took the car off and just done this for a tenner, which, you know, I don't need a China Ernie Gearson, so yeah, but very nice to have them. Just branching out to complete the race teams. I really hope I can get that Pitty, because that is quite rare, I believe. So yeah, pleased with that. Next thing's a parcel, of which I cannot rip my address off it, unfortunately, so basically going to open it from the wrong side. I can't take the label off because the tape's over it. I just don't see the point in that effort, so just slam stuff in the background. Hold on, sorry. Just checking if my address is on anywhere else, just in case. That's another reason why I like Impulse, because, you know, I don't have to keep fucking ripping off address labels all the time when I'm recording. Anyway, we're good. So, this, I'll just set off the bat, it's a race and rescue car, because I bought this before I found them in Smith's. So, I don't need this, so it will just be getting sold on. So, if you need a race and rescue car, I would say check my Vinted page, but most of my folk are probably from the USA. Most people who watch my videos, that is. And, you know, yous have had KSW and plentiful. Us in the UK, we have struggled quite a bit more. Though I have just found KSX today. I'll come back to that when I record next Giga-Haul. But that was exciting, I'll tell you that. Didn't get any of the highlights though, like Cruz and Luigi and Guido, because of course not, because they're going to be gone first. Yes, and it is just the one car, which they packed super well. It's the worst one of the three though, but it's because it was £12.50. Again, this was before I found them all in Smith, so I thought I was sorted. If I can get it out of the bubble wrap. It's just a rally race Jackson store. Nothing too exciting to me now because I've already gotten 5 of this guy. Gotten 2 more today. I've got my own one, my one for my partner, and now this one. So yeah, that is 5 in total. I know that might sound greedy, but I have my own one for my partner. This was for myself as well. I no longer need it, and the other 2 are just to sell on. So I might keep this on card. I don't know, but I did pay £12.50 for this, and literally a few days later I found them all free in Smith. So I just went ahead and bought them anyway. There was a bit of and ahhing with this because I also bought red for 30 quid. I'm not kidding. And then this for £12.50. At the time I added up postage, I was basically going to pay 50 quid for 2 cars, of which I just could not bear that. And I was and ahhing about it. I was like, well, I just won Red and Sarge and McQueen and Mate are in a bid. We'll come back to that as well. I'm probably opening that parcel on camera, but we'll see what happens. But I won them in a bid for 30 quid. So I was like, I'm sorted for Race and Rescue. I'll get this for $12.50. We're all done. Literally the next day, all three of them in fucking Smiths. So they posted this off on Monday. And it arrived on Wednesday. So it's been like sitting there for 3 days. But basically, yeah, don't need it. That's the point. Nothing too exciting to go over. Because, I already got quite a few of this guy. He was like gold dust a week ago now. It's just like, whatever. He is my least favourite of the free KSW cars for Race and Rescue, I have to say. He's alright. Mint card, though. Very mint card, actually. That's quite nice. But, yeah, not much more to say. Just another rally race Jackson, which I guess I'll just stick in the background. But, yeah. Right, we're going to get into the big boy territory now. And I think I'm going to do... Because I need to lean down and pull these forwards. I'm going to do this one next in this strange blue packaging. I cannot open this on camera. Because it is just way too fucking big. But I can bring it forward in a minute. I don't know how you open this. Yeah, sorry, I know guys, Giga-Haul, camera, it's not a lot of space on the table unfortunately, so, as long as I'm showing items off, but not quite as professional with Docket when it comes to this, but I do my best. It's just a bit cumbersome, that's all, and also where I'm sitting is a bit more awkward not awkward to film, oh god, sorry, it's not awkward to film, it's just a bit tricky. Like, this will all change when I'm moving to my own place, because, well, if you didn't know, pretty much all my videos that I've ever recorded have been in my partner's house, apart from hunts, you don't really count that. Oh, fuck. Well, I was hoping to try and open this to reuse it again. I don't think that's going to work. Also, scissors. Did I mark the plastic or scratch it? No, I don't think so. Thank fuck. Sorry everyone, this is a bit tricky. Yeah, so you can tear this all at the way at the bottom. I mean, they've just packed it there, but what they've packed it in is very handy. So, God, I can't. Sorry, struggling to get this out, guys. Fucking hell. If he's chewing away now, I don't blame him. Oh, we got there in the end. Fucking hell. Oh my god, it's not stopping. Is that us? Please. There you go. You can't even see this. It's ravaged. I will reuse this, but not for a set this big. Anyhow, it is... You can't see it fully in camera, unfortunately, but I can maybe, hold on. You know what this is anyway, but I'll pull it back a bit and bring it up. So yeah, it's the whale wash playset from the colour changer one from Cars on the Road. I didn't get this when it came out because it was quite pricey. It was about like 40 quid probably, which I do think that's quite expensive for a thing like this, just in my own personal opinion. But I found one in the Entertainer last week for £25. A random Entertainer I went to, I still had one kicking around, which was amazing. But basically I went ahead and thought, well, fuck it, you know what? I could buy this, and then I thought, no, I'll save my money. Had a look on Vinted, and it's quite hard to get used versions of these complete because most of the time they're missing these front and back track pieces. I just have one of the pieces. Like, most of the time they're missing this part of it, right? So I found a few. I think one on eBay was missing a part. One had the box. It was 17 quid. Basically, I kept finding a mix of like stuff, either ones with the boxes or without the parts and stuff. But I found one complete without the box, which is fine, for £8. Sent them an offer of 7 and they accepted it. So of course I took advantage of that. So basically, a toy that's worth like £40 I got for 7, which I was tremendously happy with, and it is complete, and even complete down to the this. Not really arsed about it, but I don't have a colour changer road trip Lightning McQueen, so you know, nice enough to have him. This is what the set came with. And he's definitely in his cold colour at the moment, because doing that, he's changing to yellow. Yeah, bought a few small, well, I say a few small, well, 2 colour changer playsets recently. I just got the mobile Mac Shop playset finally. But yeah, some of these are missing the drawers as well, ones you find second hand. So I wanted the drawers because, well, you know, store water. Not that I'm really going to be playing with this at all, but I will review it, of course. And, you know, I wanted to have the complete find for you. So yeah, you can get my opinion. But it looks pretty cool. For me, it's just a really good replica piece of that scene. There's the other road bit. And there's your dryers, quite soft foam. For me, it's just a really good replica of that scene, and that's the main reason why I wanted it. Just looking at it in hand. But yeah, it has the putty, which is really thin. I don't know why he's so thin, but basically you push him along and his little forks move, which is pretty cool. Hold on. Get McQueen out for a demonstration. Again, you know what this is. You've seen it reviewed plenty of times, I imagine. But I will still review it. Put McQueen in there, or really any colour changer you want. And there we go. And there's this big red button on the top, and I'm going to guess you pour water in the top of the head. Yes, and that releases it. Don't know. Oh, it's like it's a wee spray, right? Okay, but yeah, I'm assuming. Oh wait, does this come off? Hold on. Sorry, I'm discovering things here, guys. Don't know. It looks like the whale's head's a separate piece. I'll need to look it up because these doesn't have the instructions, but you know, you don't really need instructions for this kind of thing. But yeah, it was just a really good price, so I thought, you know what, I want it, so I'll happily take it. But yeah, that's the whale wash playset. Again, it's a really good replica piece to me. I think the plastic ivy will fit in this. That's what I want to base it off. So that's what I'll use my plastic ivy for from the stunt loop set, because, well, of course, I would like to keep the die cast with the stunt loop circus set, because, you know, that's an important scene for her as a character. So, you know what, guys, we're going to film down here for a change, because these next 3 parcels are just way too fucking big for the table. So actually what I'll do is I'll put the whale wash set, because that's the smallest, up here, and get out of the way. Yeah, this hopefully should work. Yeah, it's rare you get to see this angle, everyone, but, you know, there's Tom Baker in the background, if you get that reference. Well done, you. I am a Doctor Who fan indeed. Right. This one is in a very crunched up box. Again, gonna open it off camera just because it's easier. However, this is a Disney Planes thing, which is going for quite a lot of money now. I did look this up before I bought it, and for the fucking price I paid for it, I was very happy. It's not complete, unfortunately. Oh god, they've used duct tape. Hold on. Right, honestly guys, I might just record the rest of this Giga-Haul handheld, because it's just so awkward for some of these finds, but I've cut it open. Anyway, this I got for super dirt cheap. It's not complete, but for the price I paid for it and how good of a display piece it'll actually be, I was like, fuck it, I will gladly take it for the price. And they've wrapped it up in this plastic. Hold on. It is, without sliding down. He's probably already worked out what it is anyway. Worked out what it is. Oh, it does have the eyes! Oh, thank God. No, it didn't look like it did in the pictures. Anyway, it is the 20... Is it 20? 20 Flysenhower. I'm just going to say it, but I think it sounds... It is the 20 Flysenhower from Planes. This is pretty fucking cool. This big massive smirk down there. In the pictures it didn't look like he had the eyes anymore, so I'm really glad he does. But yeah. Pretty fucking cool that. Hold on, I'm gonna get him on the table. That's better. I realised I had the space. So yeah. Anyway, he does have the eyes. In the pictures it looked like he didn't. So I was like, oh, do you know what, for the price, I'll sacrifice that and make my own custom ones. Anyway, I paid £5 for this. And I knew it was one of those items that was going to be gone in a flash. Because Vinted, you know, sometimes it's just something that is so rare, you know, will sell so soon because it's so cheap. And I knew it would go like in a flash. And, you know, I just took advantage and bought it. What I meant by condition-wise not complete is it's missing the little plastic blue thing that Dusty flew in. But honestly, I don't care about that because that's inaccurate anyway. And it's a bit yellowed, which I'm only just noticing. Some of the stickers have worn away, but honestly, given the age and how rare this is now, it's going for about, I think, 140 on eBay. For £5, fuck yeah, of course I was going to take it. It is really cool though, it's very light I have to say, but honestly, what a beautiful piece. They don't make playsets like this anymore. I do really miss playsets where the playset was a big character, you know, they wouldn't do in die-cast form. You know, like, even just putting fucking Sarge on here, like, oh, that just looks awesome, I think. Fantastic. But anyway, for the price I paid, I wasn't going to pass this down. Absolutely not. I don't know how it opens. Did this have... Hold on. Did this have lights and sounds? No, it was just a basic... It's not even a push toy. There's no wheels under it that roll, so I don't know if it floats. Probably has been taken into the bath because the stickers have worn away. So, but anyway, how do we open this? Hold on, I need to put the camera down for a moment, guys. Can't do all this one-handed. Oh, yeah, I got it. Just I wasn't pushing the button hard enough. Yeah. It is kind of awkward to manipulate on this table. Well, there you go. I believe it's missing a ramp piece that the planes came down here as well. But again, as I said, honestly, don't really care about that. Just purely because, like, that stuff's not accurate anyway. So there's parts is missing I'm not bothered about because, well, you know, there wasn't a big blue thing floating above him or a like, obviously it's to make it look like the planes are flying above, which is cool and all, but to me it looks a bit goofy. So yeah, but not too much going on. It's nicely detailed though. Got some red stairs, got a fuel pump, whatever these are, some strange thing down here. Yeah, there's not a helipad. Yeah, there's not a lot to it, but it's a good storage place for cars. So, you know, to me that's perfect. Always happy to have more storage, but yeah. Even though plain stuff probably will go in here. But yeah, that was a £5. Just could not pass that down for so cheap. What amazes me is I ordered this nearly 2 weeks ago and I'm only just opening it. Nearly at the end of this Giga-Haul already, guys. It's only run at 23 minutes. I'm very surprised that, you know, concerning the massive stuff here, this video's not longer, but parcels are much more easier to fire through than just going through singles and that. So, but this, I already opened this. To be strategic, that has not worked out. So, you know, let's just pretend it's not been opened. But this would have been way too big for camera and just for me to cut into anyway. So, because we're going to save the best for last in my opinion, which is that one over there. Now, they fucking packed this shit in Asda bags, which I really do not appreciate. It's Not great packing to me in the slightest. Happy for all the bags though, they will come in handy. But yes, we have 2 Mac collars. Just realised I should probably move the Flysenhower out the way, just so you can see these better. But yeah, we'll go over the probably more least interesting one to me anyway. This, with that smiley sticker, it's going to be really annoying to take off. It's just your basic, one of them anyway. I've just noticed how this front wheels are painted silver and the back are black. That's really lazy. Anyway, it's just your basic Cars Free matte collar. I'm sure there's a couple of versions for this, but for me, well, I kind of bought this just to be my definitive Cars Free matte collar. However, he's fucking huge. Compared to just Race and Rescue McQueen's, the Cars Free mold anyway, he's huge compared to McQueen's, so I don't know if I will use this for that, but this only cost me £4. And this was like fucking 35 quid when it came out. It's ridiculously expensive for what it is at the end of the day. And I'm about to get this again as a Glow Racer hauler, so... But what I like is this mechanism of the slides. That, I think, is pretty fucking cool. I do like that. Anyway, yeah, I'm sure you have seen this plenty of times by now, but honestly, yeah, this is not as good as the one that we had growing up. You know the one I'm on about. I think it has everything apart from a foam piece, but for the price I paid, I wasn't really that arsed. But it's just got a sticker, a really basic gas pump. This actually reaches the car, which is good. This, I don't know how this works, because it looks like this goes up and down, but the Guido feels loose, so I really don't know how that works. Quite like that Guido, the wee stack of tires. But you've got trophies here which are just unpainted, and then a basic launcher. I'm sure there was one with a story connector set. Yeah, there was one with a story connector, but yeah, that's just a wee launcher. And that's it, really. It's not really anything exciting. I'm quite disappointed by it, to be honest. Yeah, it's just, I mean, I guess that looked cool for a wee interior piece, but honestly, it just makes me wish, it really makes me wish, it makes me miss the one I had growing up. But yeah, but nice to have a Cars Free Mac at last for me, like a proper-ish one. But yeah, he's alright. Again, the price was really cheap, you know. A lot of play sets today here. However, this is much more interesting. I've never seen it before. And I just found one at a market last week after I bought this one. And the car's rolling out because the back door is missing. The seller, bless them, held off on sending this for a few days because they were looking everywhere for the back door piece and obviously they couldn't find it. Which, again, for the price I paid, honestly not arsed, this was £5. And I was looking it up and I was like, oh, how much does this go for? I don't know what the fuck it is. But it comes with these 2, like this McQueen and Francesco, in really strange but quite nice proportions. They remind me of the old Shake and Go ones, but these are pull back and go, which is pretty cool. Let's see if I can give these a race that, you know, that they're both gonna win because they're equal. Yeah, there you go. I suppose Francesco won that, but yeah. They're just basic little, like, pull-back cars, but I like the proportions on them. I've never seen them before. They're quite unique. And just something really cool from the old Cars 2 days. I don't know if there was just something that run down. I don't know if there was a bigger line of these and more of these, but I quite like them. I think they're cute. No, not bad for the price. Because the one I just found at the market last week does not have these plastic cars. Anyway, the Mac. Really strange shape. Really strange proportions, but it's obviously based off the Hudson Hornet look. Did he have a wing on top of his trailer in Cars 2? I don't remember. Spoiler, whatever. That reminds me of the old Mactown playset from like 2007. But yeah, it's really strange. This it says a push toy. It's not pull back and go though. You can't deattach the Mac, so I don't know what this line was for. But for the price, £5. Always nice to get a Mac on the cheap. I bought quite a few Macs recently. There's more Macs down there. There's another Mac here. Another Mac here. Yeah. A shit ton of Macs. But I don't know what more to say about this dude. But he's cool. I like them. But yeah, as I was saying, I don't know what the gimmick was or the whole idea was behind these cars, but you know, I guess you could just load some up in there. But it's a bit annoying with that back door being missing because they keep fucking falling out. So if I find the other one at the market, I'll buy that and then just keep the two cars and sell this one on. So again, it's a money maker to me, you know, at the end of the day. But still cool to have. Hopefully I can get one with a door, but they both cost me £9, which is fucking fantastic, you know, considering the size of them and the bulk. They did not need to send them in a box that big, I'll say that, but it's fine because it's going to be handy for storing all this. Loads of reviews to do, guys. I'll just say that right now. Loads of reviews that I should be doing and want to do. But yeah, very, very cool to have all this. Don't appreciate the Asda bags though, but hey-oh. And saving what is quite possibly, in my opinion, the best for last. And you can kind of already see what it is, but oh, this is exciting. This is really exciting, this. And again, the price I paid, fucking hell yeah, I'm going to buy it. I was trying to do this all one-handed, but it's not really working out. There we go. Not too bothered about the box because it will be getting opened. I'm not one of those collectors who keeps racetracks and stuff boxed, unless it was maybe like a Piston Cup 500 then possibly, but it is this beauty. The Micro Drifters Transforming Raceway. And if you lift this flap, you can see the alternate version. So this cost me £22. Yep, £22. They put up at 40 at first, and then I think it got reduced to 35, then £30, then 25, and they said that was the lowest they were willing to let it go for. And they were like, do you want it? And that, because I was hearting it and talking to them, I was like, I really do want it, I just don't quite have the funds at the moment. And they went, I'll do 22 and no more, and gladly accepted that offer. So with postage and everything, it cost about £26, but considering how rare this is, and it's kind of from a bygone era at this point, because Micro Drifters is one of those lines, like many adventures, where our quick changes, it just didn't last as long as it probably should have. The mini racers, I think, have probably been the most successful small cars that we've had. So, you know, it's no wonder we've had them since 2017. But these, I think, are very underrated and forgotten about. I did have some growing up. I had a few of the free packs. And I've just got some of the plains ones recently. So I'm hoping they work on this. Because apart from this McQueen it comes with, the only other one I've got on me currently is Acer. So I'll need to find out if the planes work on this. Because if not, I'll need to go and buy a few Micro Drifters for the video. But basically, yeah, it becomes, I guess, the Dynaco 400 Raceway to Willys Butte, or vice versa, because it's actually this mode you have it set up in. But drift, flip, race, instantly flips to different track, flips, automatic transformation. Basically, what happens is you need to hit this button, which McQueen's on top of, and that'll activate it and make it flip. I was looking at videos on that of it. 2 tracks in one: Willys Butte Dirt Track, Automatic Transformation, Piston Cup Speedway, Fast Flip, Transforming Raceway, McQueen and Francesco. It does come with one Lightning McQueen Micro Drifter, which is a standard Cars 1 paint job. I don't know why I'm going over the box for you, but it's fucking awesome to have this. This is really cool. 2 races in one: Willys Butte, Lightning McQueen and Doc Hudson rev up a 1-lap race around Willys Butte. Piston Cup, it's the best in racing with Lightning McQueen, Chick Hicks and the King in a tiebreaker race. Okay, so is it based off the tiebreaker? No, so the Florida Internationals? No, it's not Florida, it's what the fuck's its name? Los Angeles Speedway, that's it. Not sure. Anyway, there's a kid playing with it. Kid powered booster. So there's no batteries with this thing, however. I have to say, this is pretty cool. You just keep pressing it, and the harder you press it, the faster the cars will go. And I've seen how they go around the track, the Dynaco 400, and my god, they are fierce. But it's just a Piston Cup Speedway, apparently. And there's a grandstand for Micro Drifters fans. Oh yeah, so that's Miguel Camino, Ernie Garrison were also around Lee Revkins anyway. And this carry case, which stored 40 cars, you can actually connect to this and make it a bigger track, which I don't have, but that's really fucking cool. Drift through centre lane to flip the track, high-speed dirt track, and race them, drift them, collect them all. So we've got the free pack of Roll, Nigel and Francesco, a free pack of Mater, McQueen and Roll, and I think I had this one of Max, McQueen and Shu. I think. Obviously also separately. But yeah. 2 tracks in one. Molly's Butte Dirt Track, Piston Cup Speedway. 1 vehicle included, others shown sold separately. But yeah, it's so exciting to get this. Again, I paid £22. I know this goes for a lot more than that, so I feel tremendously grateful to have this, because it's just cool. For the price, I was like, yeah, I'll take it. Plus, I love the Micro Drifters line. I think they were so cool. It'd be nice to have a place to put all mine. So, yeah. I love this wee flip that it has. It's kind of a shame I'm going to open it, but again, I don't keep tracks or boxes or anything like that sealed. Unless it was a really special one, I wouldn't bother. So this will get open and reviewed eventually. So, look forward to that, everyone. Anyway, there you go. That is episode 4 of the Giga-Haul. A lot of play sets roaming around. I don't know how I'm going to do the thumbnail for this. These 3 were just quick and easy to get through, and then you just have all this monstrosity. And as always, the cleaning and tidying up comes after it. But yeah. Jeez, oh. Hope you all enjoyed this Giga-Haul. I don't know what more to say. Thank you again for all the support. You seem to be really enjoying them. Case W goodness and Case X stuff coming soon as well. You can all look forward to that. So yeah, don't know what more to say. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye.